2020, there's a look at Lumen Field here in Seattle, Washington. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and we finally made it, partner, through the winter, through the spring, now into the summer, and football finally back.
And during that time off, we all cherish our vacation time. But admit it, you're the same as me. When you were working out, when you were doing things, you thought about football, didn't you? And you couldn't wait to be back up here again.
Oh, there's a big hit right away as he's knocked down hard on the opening kickoff. So out come the Seahawks now for their first possession. They'll be led out by a first-round pick in the 2020 draft out of Utah State. This is Jordan Love.
And at the start of Jordan Love's NFL career, he had one of the best seats in the stadium watching Aaron Rodgers work. But now he's looking for more than that. Rocket arm, big play potential. He wants to show this organization that he's capable of being a dependable starter for the foreseeable future.
Let's go now.
First carry here for Kenneth Walker III. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10.
Come on.
Throwing. Love. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. And the Ravens are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. Looking to put a drive together. Now the first carry here for the running back. Oh, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle him.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. It's a gain of 34.
Good, strong, explosive run that started inside, which means you've got to control those defensive linemen, the defensive tackles, the nose guards. Those guys have to be controlled. How about the offensive line job they just did?
Yeah, key that A-gap usually on those runs, right?
That's where it all starts because everyone wants to kind of control that area. It disrupts things from the defensive side and the offensive side. As we just saw, it opens up possibilities.
First and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. Back to throw. Vernon. And it's caught. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. From a yard out. And the Ravens use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. So now the Ravens electing to actually go for 2 here.
The Ravens will line up for the 2-point.
That's caught at the 2. And he is not going to make it. They stop him up short, and this will remain a 6-0 ball game. So they went for 2 and failed. They didn't use him on the PAT, but now he boots this one away with a 6-0 lead. A little juke, and he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. Here's Walker to start the drive. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the 22-yard line.
To throw now. Here's Love. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. Backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Love now. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. Throwing to start the drive. Vernon. And he's taken down inside the 30. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down.
First down. A gain of 13 yards. And the Ravens
from the gun, he'll hand this off. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12. At the Seahawks.
Looking to throw. Vernon. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
For the field goal. A 48-yard attempt.
And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And that will make this a 9-point lead. Well, they already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
Jordan Love and the rest of the offense heading back out there. And he's been loose with the football early. Interceptions on the first couple of drives. As they start again here, we'll see if he can do better. 1st and 10. They'll run with Walker to begin the drive. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 16 yards right off the bat, and a 1st down.
That's good for a Seahawks 1st down.
Love looking to throw it. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Breaks the tackle, he's got room to run. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line. Here's Love. Setting up the screen here. This is Walker. He was unable to shake free there. They'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the Ravens.
To pass, here's Jordan Love. Repeat of the last play, finding Walker. Given 6 on the screen, but now it's 3rd down. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Now Love. Touchdown, Seahawks. Jackson Smith-Njigba. A 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Seahawks are back within a score. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is down to 2. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it was capped off by a Jackson Smith-Njigba touchdown catch. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Baltimore's offense set for this next possession. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
Illegal block in the back. Offense.
All right, so they'll march backwards on the illegal block in the back.
And that's always a really tough call for the official, and I tend to give the benefit of the doubt. Remember, a block from the side is legal, but that time, they made the determination that that one did come in the back.
He finds his man, complete. That's Gomez. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore 1st down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
Prep roll 80.
Back to throw again. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 36. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17. 51 yards rushing for him now on just his first 3 carries.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and it'll be 2nd and a couple.
At the 9-yard line.
Off the play fake. Roper. Throw left side complete. That's Gomez. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And they are able to add on to their advantage.
The Ravens will line up for the 2-point.
And that's caught at the 2. And he finds his way into the end zone as the lead moves to 10.
Seahawks 7. Tyler Luke to kick off for Baltimore.
Now after the touchdown, Loop back out to kick this one away. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've gotten pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, put the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of...
Oh, what a read on the outside as it's intercepted.
It certainly felt like he was going to challenge this defense no matter what, and he stepped up and tried to throw it to the outermost edge of the zone coverage, and they were more than ready for him. The problem now is, if they are limited in what they're doing throwing the football, they got to figure out how to move it without being able to throw it to the outside and throw it downfield.
That's taken in. It's Xavier Legette. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. Right about 20 yards on the pickup. Now, officially, they'll say it's going to go for 19.
A gain of 19 yards. First down, Baltimore.
On first down, they'll run it on the draw play. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
And this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to make a lot of tackles.
And the Ravens are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense, got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. A great play there. Ready for the regular season with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Ravens are able to extend their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. This taken in right around the goal line. And that's pretty good coverage by the kick team, as he'll only be able to get this past the 15-yard line and no further. Looking to put a drive together.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles, 70 Timberwolves.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in second and long yardage.
Viking 18.
Now Lewis. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. They push him back 8 yards that time on second down. Here now a 3rd and 20.
19, Tiger, 19.
Throwing is Lewis. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Like what I've seen so far into this defense, because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
And a 7-yard return following a punt of 45 yards. And the Ravens set up well to begin their drive as it'll begin in enemy territory already. Getting set to go again as we look at the back heading onto the field again. And it may just be the second quarter, but he's in his zone well on his way to eclipsing that 100-yard mark.
And when a back has a game, as we're witnessing right now,
there he goes left side. And he's going to get this down inside the 5 before he's out of bounds. 105 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half. And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So this lead, Charles, just continuing to swell here in the first half.
It's interesting. When we talked to them prior to the game, they told us that their game plan was take no prisoners, and they've lived up to it so far because everything has worked. No guarantee that will continue. But all in all, this coaching staff's got to be very pleased by what they've seen.
The Seahawks going to take over now late in this first half. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned they're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk is a big decision here.
Pick up there on first as the screen pass gets him 8. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. He had a man open, but he missed it, and it's incomplete. On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. 46 on his first kick, this one in that neighborhood as well. Yeah, he was looking for the check-up bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He's already cruised past the 100-yard mark. We haven't even gone away for halftime yet.
He might not want halftime. All right, why cool off?
Keep everybody here.
Let's stay out on the field and keep going. But all that being said, everything is really working well for them. The play calling's been excellent. The blocking's been terrific. And obviously his vision and legs have hurdled him to this big number so far. We could be seeing something really special here.
And we'll see how much they give him the ball here. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Probably not likely to see many starters in the second half as we get back at it underway in this preseason opener. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Looking to put a drive together.
Let's go now.
Throwing to start the drive. Roper. Fired quickly here, and that's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half. Back to throw. Roper. And his throw here is incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football. We're in the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit. A lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
5-yard pickup on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Operating from the gun. Roper. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he will have a Ravens first down. They needed 5 there on 3rd down. He winds up getting 7. So 1st and 10. And if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 121 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. It's Brian Branch with it. And the Seahawks are going to get the football here at their own 23. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in, coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice trip.
And it's out. He put it on the carpet. And fortunately, he's able to get this one back, so it is a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Alert! Alert!
Off play action. Lewis. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Let's go now.
At the 41-yard line.
Looking to throw. Lewis. Finding room at midfield. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 27 yards there. A 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Operating from the gun. Lewis. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
It's 2nd down and 10.
Hey! Hey!
Off the play fake. Lewis. The ball comes out. They'll call it luck or skill, whatever the case is. They're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. They don't care if it was luck or skill. But the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you maintain possession, that's all you're looking for.
Now 2nd and 9. Back to throw. Lewis. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 3rd and inches, and they've got some extra beef up front. 3 tight ends.
Get it!
They'll go with the keeper. And he gets the 1st down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6.
Ready? Roll! Roll! Roll!
A handoff as they run the counter play. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now.
Come on! Set! Hawk 70!
And they'll keep leaning on the running game, back to the ground. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield.
Let's go!
3rd and goal.
Like!
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And that one too wide and incomplete. Well, so a drive that spans all that time, and yet you may only come away with 3 points here.
Well, your defense, all right, they actually like these long drives. They get to rest over on the sidelines for a while. But when you're not finishing with points in terms of touchdowns, that's frustrating. They've got to figure out how to close out these long drives and get 6s instead of 3s.
Well, whatever was said in the locker room during the break must have worked. They forced the turnover. They didn't get the touchdown, Charles, but it does translate into 3 points to begin the second half.
Exactly as they discussed in the locker room at halftime. Get some points to get things kick-started. Now start your half off with some momentum. Gives you something to build on for your next possession.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's the Ravens in control of the football. They've also got the lead as we get set for the fourth.
Here we go, here we go.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
70 Rangers, 19.
Looking to throw. Roper. And that is incomplete. Wow, the coverage a little too good there. And it's second down.
It's now 2nd and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Go!
Back to throw. Roper. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 15-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Ready.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Yeah, quick throw there is incomplete. On 4th down, on is Tyler Luke for the Baltimore field goal. And his kick is right there. It's good, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately, not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3, and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
Looking to put a drive together.
Get it.
Lewis now throwing to start the drive. They'll give him 4 yards there. And that will bring up 2nd down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Here we go. Start.
At the 24-yard line.
Looking to throw. Lewis. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Back to throw. Lewis. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Keanu Benton, the one who got in to bury him. Now here's Michael Dixon, standing right on his own 5-yard line. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. Fielded at the 33. He had his sights on the end zone, no doubt, but is brought down after a huge return there. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. The Ravens offense and their running back getting set to go once more. And he has put in a full game's work and then some. Just an incredible performance on the ground to this point in the 4th quarter. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 139 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. Operating from the gun, Roper. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, 4th quarter, maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. A 7-yard touchdown grab. As his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. The extra point splits the uprights. And that stretches the lead all the way up to 27. Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. Working to put a drive together.
Here we go, here we go. Cowboys.
To throw is Lewis. Throwing to start the drive. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line.
Okay, ready?
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
Looking to throw. Lewis. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, throws the ball free, and it's 2nd down. Operating from the gun, Lewis. And he can't escape, and down he goes. B.J. Ojulari getting in there and dropping it. So a tough situation to overcome here. 3rd and 17.
Viking 18.
Back to throw. Lewis. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Oh, that is incomplete. The Seahawks go for it but can't convert. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. Historically, this is such a tough, loud venue, but you can hear a pin drop right now. A lot of fans long gone, not used to seeing a lopsided score like this. Give him 4 yards on the play, and that will lead us into the 2-minute warning. 2nd and 6.
Go.
Hands it off out of the gun. And he'll get this one down to about the 27.
At the 27-yard line. It's a gain of a yard. And it's 3rd down.
On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. Tyler Luke now to try the field goal. On the right hash, it's a 43-yard attempt. And his kick here is good. So the starting field position was terrific following the surprising turnover on downs, but the end result, only 3 points.
Simply stated, I think you have to look at that as a missed opportunity.
Back to it now after the made field goal. Here's Luke to kick this one away. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. The Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And certainly this, not the performance that they were hoping for to begin the exhibition season, but still plenty to watch for in this 4th quarter. Still going. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete.